pay for performance. Makes all the sense in the world. Corporate America loves performance-based pay. Ask any CEO. Rapid fire. They'll rattle off all the benefits to shareholders and employees alike. One of their favorite lines is that their pay is aligned with stockholders. If they hit the performance metric, the stock goes up, everyone's happy. I bring this up because recently Mary Barra, CEO of GM, was forced to defend her $29 million pay package to the United Auto Workers who are in hot pursuit of a large pay boost. UAW President Shawn Fain points out that Ms. Barra got a 34% pay raise and they want some food on their plate. Welcome to The Money Runner. I'm David Nelson. The background for this battle between Mary and Shawn is a UAW strike already in motion that could balloon well beyond the big three auto companies. The ripple effects could spread throughout the U.S. economy, not to mention the potential 1.7 million people employed by the industry. It's like a game of dominoes. When 1,000 UAW members go on strike, another 10,000 people feel the pain. I'll come back to Mary in just a minute, but let's lay out the pay demands of the union. The UAW isn't asking for a 5 or 10% pay boost. They want a 40% pay bump, and by the way, throw in a 4-day work week. In addition, they're seeking restoration of cost of living pay raises and an end to the varying tiers of wages for factory jobs. They intend to work just 4 days a week, but want to be paid for 5. The shock value alone from such a large demand is a wonderful negotiation tactic. But after listening to the unions and their leadership, I don't think 40% is just to rattle the cage. This is what they want. I think they're all in. I doubt there's a business model for the big three automakers, Ford, GM, Stellantis, that could successfully navigate a 40% hike in wages, much less any of the other demands. Ford CEO Jim Farley is already on record saying that wage hikes this high would bankrupt the company, especially when you consider the EV king Tesla is a non-union shop running some of the most sophisticated auto manufacturing facilities in the world. In many ways, Tesla has already won the war. When consumers think of an EV, they think Tesla, not GM or Ford. I'm not sure any of the big three are even making money on EVs. Enough of the backstory and the strike. What I really want to focus on is Mary Barra and her $29 million pay package. A payout that many of the auto workers feel supports their demands for a 40% pay bump. Mary defends it this way. She says 92% of her pay is performance-based. Okay, let's do the math. I don't know about you, but as a shareholder, the first metric I look at in any public company is the stock performance. Then I add any dividends paid to the shareholders. Let's go to the charts. Ms. Barra became CEO on January 15, 2014. GM stock closed that day at $39.38, and today is about 15% lower. Now, during those 9 years, GM paid out about $15.8 billion in dividends. And admittedly, it would have been a little more if not for COVID. So I'll give Mary that. But she wasted $26 billion in mindless stock buybacks. What did that do for the stock? Zip. The complexities of GM's income statement and balance sheet is probably too much for this podcast, but bottom line, the stock's going nowhere and the debt is rising. In 2014, debt was $46 billion, and today is north of $118 billion. In today's higher for longer interest rate environment, as GM debt rolls over, the cash needed just to service that debt will be headed higher. No wonder they can't meet the demands of the UAW. 40% pay hike? It would be a miracle if they could meet half that. I'm not sure how this negotiation is going to pan out for either side. But I don't think Mary's defense of her pay package is going to hold much water with Sean or the UAW members he represents. As the discussions around performance-based pay continue, there's a broader conversation to be had about the balance of rewards across all ranks. The corporate giants of the future will be those that can successfully navigate these discussions, ensuring that both leadership and employees drive forward together towards shared success. I'm David Nelson, and this is The Money Runner. As always, if you'd like to follow the Money Runner podcast, please hit subscribe and feel free to reach out with any questions or comments. Thanks for joining.